Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another class on Verbling with Teacher Abby, my last class of the day, sadly. Looking forward to having a nice conversation with you. We're going to be talking about jobs, and then we're going to do an exercise where we read different CVs from people who are qualified for a certain position, and you guys are going to decide who you think is best suited or who you would hire if you were in that position to do so. So, welcome back to the class. Amp, hi, how are you?
Hi, teacher. Doing well, thank you.
Good to see you. Very good, thank you. It's Friday.
Good to see you, Warren. You're excited.
Like Ali said, he said, thank God it's Friday. Do you guys have that restaurant chain in where you live, TGIF? Do you have it?
No.
No?
No.
It's a restaurant chain in the United States. I don't know if we have them in Canada. Maybe in bigger cities, but it's just like a big, burgers and fries and stuff like that. But it made me laugh when Ali said that. Michael, welcome back to class.
Hi, everyone.
TGIF,
Ali, what was that?
TGIF, brand chain?
Yeah, do you have that in your country?
No, I didn't hear that.
No, okay.
Maybe
Raphael.
weekends, that's why.
No,
Maybe.
it's like no, because it's a common expression in English. People say thank goodness it's Friday or thank God it's Friday. And so they made a restaurant about it. And I think every Friday they have some kind of special where they do like some kind of offer. I'm not sure actually, but I know that Friday is their big business day. Okay, Raphael, welcome back to the class. How are you?
Hello, Abby. I'm fine. Thank you. And you?
I'm well. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Have you been okay?
Yes, okay. Nothing
Good.
interesting.
I'm glad that you're with us again. It's nice to have you back.
Thanks.
And Lucas, welcome back.
Hello, Abby.
Hello, hello. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining us again. Hi, Daniel.
Hello, how are you doing? Long time no see. Where have you been?
I'm pretty good. You know, every time you come to my class, I almost sing a song. Do you know the song Daniel by Elton John?
Oh, yeah.
It's always right. It's on the tip of my tongue every time you come into my class.
Yeah, teacher Wes showed me that song to me.
Okay. Lovely. Veronica, what about you? Welcome to the class.
Hello. I'm good. Good, thanks.
I think this is
I'm here for the first time.
Ah,
yes,
wonderful.
it's my first time. It's my first time on Verbling. You're my first teacher, so...
Well, why not start with the best? I'm just joking. Tell me about yourself, Veronica. Where are you from and what do you do? Tell us about who you are.
I'm a student. I go to high school.
Mm-hmm.
Today it was the end of my school year, so now I have holidays. I'm 17 years old, and I'm from Poland. Yeah, that's the most important thing.
From Poland. That's wonderful. Well, thank you for coming to Verbling. Thanks for trying out my class. I'm happy to have you.
Thanks.
Very nice to have you here. And I think just Ismail, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you, Abel. Thank you.
Are you ready for coffee and cake?
I am ready.
Okay, let's get started. We're going to be doing a lesson related to jobs. Now, let's see if we can first talk about different jobs that you guys know about. Oops, sorry. Just kind of trying to organize my screen here. Raphael, name a job. Name a couple of jobs that you have seen or that your neighbors have or that exist in your country.
Policemen, firefighters, bakers, medicals, doctors, dentists, bus drivers, clowns.
Clowns.
Yes. What else?
Clown. Is that a job? I guess it is a job. A professional clown. I could never do that. I'm not nearly funny enough.
Oh, some people could do that.
Some people can. They're very good at it. I tend to avoid clowns. I'm quite afraid of them.
Really? Why?
I don't know. I just never know what to expect. Maybe it's the uncertainty of what they'll do next.
That's what's funny with them.
Do you know what happens to me whenever I'm with a clown? Like I always seem to get picked out of the audience. It's happened to me many times, and I think that's why I don't like them. I like to avoid them because I don't like having them play jokes on me.
Maybe, perhaps you had a trauma in your childhood. I don't know.
We'll have a therapy session after, Raphael. You can help me with my fear of clowns.
Okay.
Okay, so you mentioned quite a few jobs. Now let's see, Veronica, what do you think would make a person a good bus driver? What would qualify a person, or what would they need to be good at in order to be a good bus driver?
I think they should be very patient because bus drivers do always the same. They have the same way every day. So patience and maybe they are quite alone driving. They don't talk with anyone, so maybe they should like being alone and not working with people.
Okay, and what about a school bus driver, Veronica? What would he need to be like, or she?
Maybe more how to say that? Tolerant.
Tolerant.
Yeah, for children, because children are usually very noisy and can disturb him while driving.
Excellent. Yeah, very tolerant, very patient, but kind of strict at the same time, right?
Yes.
They need to be able to say, sit down in the back of the bus. Good. Let's go over to Amp. Amp, what do you think would make a good dentist? Somebody who would have a good personality or qualifications to be a dentist. What do you think?
They must have patience a lot, because sometimes when you are a child overall, it's too difficult to don't feel afraid of the doctor. So you have to be kind and you have to be patient with the children. Even when the adults, we we got afraid to go to the dentist. So they have to be just a kind person.
Absolutely, Amp. That's true. They want to be calm and try to be more pacifying than excited, right? That's true.
Yeah.
Good. Daniel, what do you think makes a good policeman?
Policeman. Maybe a sharpshooter. Be a sharpshooter, a patient guide also, a good driver. What else? A smart guy also.
Very good. Excellent. Michael, what makes a good clown?
A good teacher?
A good clown.
Oh, okay. So
Unless you want to say a good teacher.
So a good clown could be. They should have a good. What do you put on your face? Clowns, I mean. What they put on their face?
Paint?
Yep. So, but what's that? And when you overall, like all the face is what is paint? Painted? Face paint. So they should have good face paint, and they should be funny, and they should like their job a lot. And also they should love to work with people, children in particular, and animals, and they should jungle, yeah,
Juggle.
juggle, yeah. So that's the thing they should, for sure, they should do.
Cool. Good. Absolutely. And all those things are definitely important if you want to be a clown. Okay, let me ask Ismail, what do you think is important if you want to be a good baker?
Baker.
Baker. What do you think is important?
I think creativeness is important for a baker.
Creativity.
Creativity is important skill for a baker.
Very good. Why do you say that that makes them a good baker?
Because everybody can bake something, but if you do their job in a different way, in an innovative way, if you add your creativity to their job, you can be more successful than the others.
Very true. You need to be able to make a mean cake. Nicely done. Okay, let me just welcome a
Do
few.
you like cake very much, Abby?
I don't really eat cake, to be honest with you. But I do like specific types of pastry. But I don't really, I like maybe some kinds of cakes, but I don't really eat a lot of cake.
Okay.
Let me just welcome some new students. Miguel Angel, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Miguel. Where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
From Spain. Welcome to my class. My name is Abby. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you too.
Very good. So I think that's all of the jobs that Rafael had mentioned. So let's go ahead and get started with our exercise. If there's no questions, I'm just going to share my screen here for you. Amp, you said something in the chat that's true. You said you need to have passion for your job, whatever it is. Why do you think that's so true? I totally agree. Why do you think that's true?
Yes, because it's the only way that you are going to feel success in your life. If you do something that you don't like, you are going to be complaining, and you are going to do the job with any interest. So nothing good is going to have a result that's bad.
Excellent. Yeah, that's so true. Even if it's a job that is low skill, if you want to be good at it, you most likely want to be able to really enjoy doing it or like it a lot. All right. So in this lesson, who's the best person for the job? We're going to be talking about, well, secretaries to start with. So let me ask Miguel Angel, can you tell me, what do secretaries do? Tell me what they do.
In her job?
Yeah, what does a secretary do?
But in the first picture, he is writing in the computer.
Okay.
Maybe that his bot is saying. And in the second picture, she's doing the same, I think.
What's that called? What's she doing in the second picture with her hands? Sorry.
And sorry, can you repeat, please?
What is she doing with her hands in the second picture?
It's, writing?
Close. We call it typing. Good typing skills.
Typing, okay.
Typing. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Lucas, what else do secretaries do?
Taking a phone.
Answering the phone.
Answering the phone. Good calculate with some programs like Excel to have knowledge about some programs.
Absolutely. Good knowledge base of programs like Excel. Anybody else can think of a job that a secretary has?
Taking some notes and remind something their bosses maybe.
Very good. Very good. Take notes, remind their bosses of things. Ali, do you have a secretary?
No, make coffee sometimes.
Make coffee.
And surfing on the internet in spare times.
Surfing on the internet. That's a bad secretary. So we've talked about some of her skills. It's true, Amp. It's very true. Is anybody here a secretary? Anybody here a secretary? Tell me about your country, Rafael. Are secretaries usually male or female?
Normally females. Honestly, I don't know any male secretary. I don't know. Perhaps there is, but there are in some place, but I don't know.
I totally agree. Now, Rafael, I want you to tell me, why do you think that's the case? Why do you think that the majority of the time secretaries are female?
It's a little controversial, I think. Some people said women are more organized than men, so they have more sense. They have more ability to talk on the phone. They are more sensitive. They are more able to deal with customers and scheduling appointments. These test secretaries normally do, but yes, but I don't think there is a specific rule about this. It can put this in a common sense. I don't know. Women like to do these tests. I don't know. Probably.
Okay, very good. Does anyone else have a different idea of why it's more common for a woman to have a job like that?
Maybe men don't like this kind of job, because I presume they could take men as well at that work. There's no like strict requirement, only women. So no one applies for this kind of job.
Yeah, maybe men just simply don't apply.
Yep. And do you call like for men secretary as well? Like he's a secretary to a man? Is that okay?
I think so. Yeah, I haven't heard of another term for him.
Okay.
Unless somebody else has heard of a different word. If it's a man, I don't think it's a gender. Yeah, Amp, that's what I'm thinking. Tell us about what you think, Amp.
Usually they are the face when you open the door in a company, that they are receiving the clients or the guests. So it's I think it's better to find a woman with a smile than a man with an angry face.
Okay, very good. Except for if it was a Lee, that would be totally different. Good job, Amp. I was thinking that too. It's weird, but that's just how we think. It's funny how that works, isn't it? Our boss is usually male or female. Let me ask Veronica what you think about that. What do you think in your country? Are bosses usually male or female?
It depends on job generally, but I think both. It's 50-50. Hard to say.
Very good. Anyone else have an answer they'd like to share? Ismail, in your country, are bosses usually male or female? And why do you think that is?
Bosses are mostly male in my country.
Why?
Why? Uh, I don't know exactly, but I guess uh, uh, female worker get many day off generally when they are working. For example, if they give a birth, they can get 2 year long legal day off. It is a hindrance to get a high level place in business environment.
Interesting.
Maybe. Yes, because you are away 2 year long from your company, and generally people don't choose a woman, they choose a man.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Thanks for sharing, Ismail. Anybody else want to share their opinion?
In Spain, it's also more common to find male bosses. I don't know exactly, but I think it's more common to find male bosses because 20 years ago, only study in my country the men. But nowadays the situation is changing, and it's more common to find female bosses too.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what happened 20 years ago in your country?
That 20 years ago it was more common that only the men study.
Like university degree?
Yes.
Okay.
The woman when she was for example 20 years, they dedicate to do only things in her house.
Very, very good. Thank you for sharing. I think that's pretty common as well for where I live. That used to be the way it was, but now things have changed a little bit. Let's talk about the last question. What do trade companies do? What does a trade company do? Do you know, Ali?
Yes, they sell something.
They do. They sell something. Any more details? That's okay. Michael, do you know?
I'm not sure from this like name, trade companies. Do they sell their stuff, or are they like intermediaries? No, middlemen.
Commercial.
I'm not sure. Like, what is the idea?
They're in the middle. They're middlemen. So
Middlemen.
they might buy a range of products from a certain company, and then they sell them or deliver them to different shops or customers, but they hold the product. They have a stock of those products, and they sell them to different people.
So that's like a distributor.
Kind of, yeah, kind of like a distributor.
Oh, okay.
Wholesale or retail, maybe?
That would be wholesale. Wholesale. All right. All right, so we have a very short reading that we're going to do. We're going to read about a situation here, and then we're going to talk about the applicants. So I need 4 readers, and I'm going to get Daniel to read the first highlighted portion of the article for us, please.
Okay, TradeWinds is an international trade company based in Hong Kong. They import goods from mainland China and export to Europe, Australia, and USA. Mainly, they deal with clothing and accessories. In the future, they will like to expand their markets.
Thank you very much. And Ali, could you read the second part for me?
Okay. They would like to do business with Mexico and some other countries in South America. The president of Trade Winds uh, believes it's important for businesses to find new markets and to increase their sales. This was they can increase profit and their employees can get higher salaries and better benefits.
Excellent reading. Thank you very much. Any questions on the vocabulary for our first paragraph? Questions on vocabulary?
What is the difference between salary and wage?
Salary and wage?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they both refer to the same thing, but usually if somebody says they're on salary, it's that they get the same amount every month, and a wage is usually referred to an hourly amount.
Ah, okay. Got
Okay.
it.
Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay. So what is trade winds? Daniel, what is trade winds?
Trade winds. Well, and the name of the company, no? Yeah.
Mhm.
You mean the meaning of the word, or?
No, who are they? What do they do?
They're an international trade company in Hong Kong. They import goods and export goods too, and they are trying to expand to Mexico or some countries in South America also.
Exactly. Very good. And Ismail, what do you think? What do you agree that it's important for them to increase or find new markets to increase their sales? Why do you think that's a good idea for a trade company to do that, find new markets?
It is important because they have to increase their market share and their revenue, and that's why he should find new marketplace.
Absolutely. And who else would benefit from that? Who else benefits from something like that? Raphael? Who benefits if they find new markets?
The employees of the company. The company as a whole, they will increase their profits and they will the monthly balance will be positive, I think.
Absolutely. Now, who can tell me about a way that their company has done something or something your company has done that has benefited the employees? Who can give me an example of something a company can or has done that has benefited the employees?
Raising the wages.
Pay raise. Well, that's one way to benefit the employees for
Yeah.
sure. Pay
And
raise.
maybe paying like at the end of the year bonus.
Bonus pay at the end of the year.
Yep. If there's like good results or something.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's one way. So pay or bonuses. Any other examples?
You mean any kind of company?
Any kind of company, one that you work for, that you know of, what could they do to benefit their employees?
Now, for example, in aviation, if you are, for example, flying a small airplane and the company is expanding, for example, they are buying new airplanes, Airbus, Boeing, big airplanes. You have the opportunity to fly those for free. I mean, the same pay, but you are in a new airplane, maybe.
Okay, very good. Certain benefits like that. That's a great example.
In my last company, the employees, they were invited to attend daily yoga classes in order to get calmer and less stressed.
Mm-hmm.
And this was very beneficial for them because they would feel more calm, and the outcome was better for them.
Excellent.
Their performance.
Very good. Good job, you guys. Excellent. Any other ideas? All right, let's continue with our reading. Thank you for reading that for us, Daniel and Amp. So I will have Miguel Angel. Could you please read the next highlighted portion that you see on the paragraph?
Oh, yes. Right now, Tradewinds company needs to hire a secretary for the marketing division. 20 people have applied for the job, and the personnel department has chosen 4 final applicants out of the original 20. There are 2 males and 2 females. 2 are from Hong Kong, and the other 2 are from the mainland China and the UK.
Wonderful. Thank you for reading that for us. And we'll have Veronica read the last part of that paragraph, please.
Okay, they each have good skills, high level of education, and are all qualified for the job. The company needs to consider the applications of these final 4 applicants. Then they need to make a decision about which person is most suitable for the job. There are many things to consider when hiring a new employee.
Very good. Thank you for your reading. Now, are there any questions about the vocabulary that you've seen in this paragraph?
No.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the different applicants and we're going to decide who you think is best for the job. But the first step that we need to do, the first thing we need to do is be able to determine who these different employees are, okay? So let's start with Susan Tsai. Let's have Lucas. Tell us about Susan Tsai.
Susan Tsai, nationality Hong Kong, education BA English, age 30, typing speeding 60, and I don't know how to say it.
Words per minute.
Words per minute. Languages Cantonese, Mandarin, English. Experience 8 years as a secretary. Personality serious, organized.
Okay, good job. So Lucas, what do you think about Susan Tsai? Do you think that she's qualified for this position? Why or why not?
I think yes, because she has experience as a secretary, and she's serious and well organized, and she has a good age. She is young, so she is also, I think, motivated to work. And she's also very good educated because she knows 3 languages.
Perfect. Yeah, she speaks 3 languages, including English, Cantonese, and Mandarin. Okay, and she's also a fantastic typer. She's got a great typing speed. Is there anything that anyone sees about Susan Tsai that might be a negative or something that might work against her a little bit to this position, in your opinion?
Maybe 8 years as a secretary.
Sorry.
Oh. Michael, what did you say?
Maybe 8 years as a secretary. It's a lot of experience. So the position is the secretary, yeah, in that company. So 8 years as a secretary. I don't know. I couldn't work for so long in the same position. I would want to grow. I mean, in some way, or to change like the activity. And I don't know how many years can you work like as a secretary.
So you think,
what?
So you think maybe she'll get tired of the job?
Yeah, maybe she wouldn't be so enthusiastic in her job. She would make her job, yes, good at the level, but she wouldn't be such a multitasker, for example, to do many things at the same time. And maybe we need, like, this company needs like a person who is very is fast, like does a lot of things very fast, and so the efficiency, yeah, can I say?
Efficiency, yeah.
Yeah, efficiency and productivity to be higher.
Okay, interesting point of view. Does anybody think that the fact that she's serious is a negative thing? Or do you think that's a great quality for a secretary? Daniel, what do you think?
Maybe it's bad because she's gonna deal with any kind of person because, for example, the Mexicans are kind of funny persons. I don't know. They are not that serious. That's what I think. And all the people here in South America are not that formal, maybe.
Okay, so maybe she'll rub them the wrong way.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much, you guys. Awesome job. Let's talk about Martin Lee. Martin Lee. Thank you, Lucas, for telling us about Susan, and we're going to have Raphael tell us about Martin Lee.
Martin Lee, nationality, Hong Kong, education, Bachelor of Arts, Finance, age 34, typing speed 55 words per minute, languages Cantonese, English, Spanish, experience 7 years in international trade sales, personality outgoing, funny.
Excellent, Raphael. So what do you think, Raphael, about Martin Lee and his qualifications for the position?
I think it's the most suitable applicant for this position because despite Susan has 8 years as a secretary, so considering we were in an international company who deals with trade, and he has 7 years working with trade sales, I think we can also use him in other position. Maybe we can hire him as a secretarian, but according with this performance at the job, we can promote him, I think. So for me, it's the best choice among these 4 applicants.
Interesting. Anyone else have an opinion about him they'd like to share?
What's her position was? What's the position was in the previous company? Like 7 years in international trade sales as who? As secretary or what? As a
sales.
So she like was sales. She worked like a sales representative.
Possibly. It doesn't say what he did exactly. It just says that he worked in probably a salesman or a sales rep. Yeah.
Well, if it's like that, if she worked, or no, he worked, Martin. So he worked like as a sales representative. He's overqualified for a secretary, and he might leave the job after a while.
Okay, overqualified.
Yeah, he would be not interested in that position, and also we should ask him why he would like to leave his previous job, and why he wants to work like a secretary. It's like a downgrading, yeah, Abby, or what is the word?
Yeah, exactly, downgrading or taking a step down.
Yep, downgrade. Looks like for me.
I'm laughing at your comment, Amp. They need a secretary, not a clown. Do you sometimes say that about me, Amp? Do you say that about me? We need an English teacher, not a clown. It's true, though. Maybe the fact that he's outgoing and funny might be a positive or a negative if he knows how to temper his qualities, right? Okay. Good. Let's talk about Peggy Wang. She's got a great name to start off. Let's go to Miguel. Would you like to tell us about Peggy Wang, please?
Yes, her name is Peggy Wang. She is from China. An education in math and business. She is 28 years old. Typing speed 60 words per minute, languages, Mandarin and English, experience 4 years as a secretary, and personality a little shy and quiet.
Okay, so tell me, Miguel, what do you think about Peggy Wang as an applicant for this position? Do you think she's a good candidate?
I don't know. She has good qualities and bad qualities. For example, she has experience as a secretary for years, working as a secretary.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's not a good skill. For example, to be shy and quiet for be a secretary.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Okay,
don't
very
know
good.
if the education on math and business is the most adequate to this job.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Anyone else want to share their opinion? Okay, and we'll have Ali tell us about Robert Peel.
Okay. Robert Peel. Nationality, United Kingdom. Education, BA Secretarial Studies. Age, 24. Typing speed, 65 words per minute. Language, English, Spanish. Experience, none, just graduated. Personality, enthusiastic. A little gullible.
Okay, what does gullible mean? Ali, do you know?
Easy to believe everything.
Easily believes everything. Why do you think that's a bad quality for a secretary or a person in this position?
I think secretary should be a little bit smart. If a secretary being gullible, uh, someone make believe maybe wrong things. The secretary, it's not good quality.
Okay. Excellent. Good job, you guys. So, Veronica, out of the 4 applicants, which one do you think is best suited for the job?
I think I would choose Peggy Wang.
Peggy Wang. What about you, Raphael? Who would you choose?
The second, Martin.
Martin Lee. Miguel.
The first one, Susan Tay. Susan Tay.
Michael? Okay, Michael?
Not sure. I'm sitting on the fence. They kind of all have some like bad and good. Maybe the first one
Susan.
is okay. Maybe yes. She looks like the last one is gullible. The before last one is a little shy, quiet. Is not too good. And the second one
is a
internal
man.
trade. No, it's a like a woman. No, not because of that. Because he was like a sales representative or something. It's like don't grade something. So first one is the best.
Okay, cool, good. And Lucas, who do you choose?
The first one.
The first
Susan.
one, Susan. Okay, very good. Ismael, who would you choose?
I will choose the Susan Tsai.
Susan Tsai. Daniel?
Martin Lee. Can I say what?
And Amp?
Yes, the first one. I think Martin Lee could be good, but because he likes sales, probably he's not going to be comfortable to stay 8 hours sitting in a like a secretary. It's not their field, his field.
Good.
Yep.
And what do you think, Amp? Or sorry, Ali?
Maybe Susan Tsai. If
Susan.
Martin were a woman, I will choose him.
Okay, so it's pretty obvious. 6 of you chose Susan, 2 chose Martin, 1 chose Peggy, and 0 chose Robert. Why is Robert an obvious no? Why is Robert an obvious no for you?
Because he has no experience.
No experience. Very good. And what else makes him a big no?
Because he's 24.
He's 24.
Gullible.
He's gullible. Poor Robert. What about his language skills in comparison to what the company needs?
English, Spanish.
Yeah, he's
That's all.
Bilingual.
very good. Excellent. Good job, you guys. Fantastic. So now we're going to finish our lesson with a little discussion on this. So we're going to skip the first one, the first section here, because we just talked about all of those things. But what you can do is choose any of the questions that are viewpoint questions and ask them to each other. So we can start with Daniel. Choose a different student in the class and ask them one of the questions in the list.
Okay, Michael. What's your ideal salary?
What's my ideal salary? Good question. Well, that's not a polite question to ask.
Why
not? It's not like for a small talk. As far as I know, like in English culture or in other cultures, like people don't like to speak about their salaries.
Not your salary, your ideal. I think my ideal salary is $200 an hour.
You could say enough to live or something like that.
You might as well pick a different one, Daniel. When Michael decides he doesn't want something, he doesn't want it.
What's your ideal job? Michael?
Sorry, I was muted. So it's like what I said yesterday about beach watcher. What was Abby? The name of the job?
Baywatch.
Baywatch. Like you're sitting on the beach and you are watching like.
What's that? Like a lifeguard or?
No.
Beach supervisor.
Beach manager.
And the most important thing about this job that you get like $100,000 per year. This I like the most, and it's a real job in Australia.
Okay, very good. Michael, choose a different student, different question.
Ali, can you type about how many words per minute do you often type? What do you type?
What?
Number 7.
Number 7. Good question, yeah.
Do you often type or do you type? I type. Yes, I can type. It's obvious.
Obviously.
I didn't count how many words. You know, maybe after this question, I will try. How many words per minute? I usually type about my work. Usually numbers loading on my computer about some pills my customers. I load this kind of informations on my computer, and I join the Verbling and sometimes typing Verbling chat or Google chat.
Okay, very good. Do you type more with Verbling or more at work?
At work.
Just testing you. Okay, Ali, go ahead and choose a different student.
Name some accessories for women. How many of these things do you have?
Accessories?
Yes. Number 5.
Usually handbag, the earrings, bracelet, watch.
And how many do you have?
Well, those are common for all of us usually. Um, what more? A little chain, it is not, like a collar.
Sorry, what was that, Em?
Uh, it's not a chain, collar that you put in your neck.
Necklace.
A necklace?
Yes.
Necklace.
Yep.
Okay. So do you think you have an excessive amount of accessories, or do you have just a normal amount?
The normal amount.
Okay. Amp, ask somebody else.
Okay. For Rafael, have you ever applied for a job? Which job did you get the job and did you like it?
Yes, I applied for some jobs. Wasn't related with my career in engineering. The first one was for an assistant manager of supervising, power plants, because I'm an electrical engineer. So unfortunately, I didn't get the job. Uh, but it was a good experience because I was offered another opportunity to work in a company which works with automation, which is it's a branch of my engineering that I'm most uh, bonded. How can I say that? And yes, I really like it.
A range of engineering or a field of engineering you could say that you enjoy or that you most like.
Okay.
Good. Your turn, Raphael.
Let's Veronica. Some people
Yes.
get jobs and promotion because of family connections. This means someone in their family helps them to get a job. How do you feel about it?
I think it's unfair, but as long as it isn't me. But yeah, it's unfair. It shouldn't be like this, and it makes quality of this job um, of this place worse. Yes, because this person who is a member of family is not always as well qualified as somebody else. So it's not really fair for me.
That's a good question, and that's a good answer. It depends, right? Anyone else want to share their opinion on that one? Okay, Veronica, go ahead and choose a different question for a different student that has not been asked. You can ask Ismael, Miguel Angel, or yeah, those two.
Okay, so Ismael, maybe what kind of jobs do your family members have?
What kind of job?
Do your family members have?
My family members are generally teacher. They are in teachers in public schools.
Teachers in public schools. Okay, that's cool. Ismael, can you please ask Miguel Angel a question?
Miguel, some people get promotions at work. What can you do to get a promotion at work?
Miguel, are you there? Oh, Miguel's gone. Okay, that question's going to go to Daniel then. Daniel?
What was the question, sorry?
Number
Can you
18. Some people get promotions at work. What can you do to get a promotion?
What can I do? Be good with my boss, be on time, don't be drunk at job, make the things on time. Yeah, those things, I think.
Okay,
Do
be on
whatever
time.
Do whatever my boss want me to do.
Very good. Excellent job. Okay, well that's it for our lesson. Miguel Angel, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if you're having audio problems or what. However, you did a great job. Thanks for coming. So let's see what we remember. What kinds of accessories does Amp have in her closet?
Necklace.
Necklaces. What else?
Handbags.
Handbags. Very good.
A kind of chain.
A chain, yeah, a gold chain, I think she said. What is Michael's dream job?
Wait, what?
Baywatch. Michael, do you already have a red bathing suit?
Red bathing suit, you mean swimsuit?
Yeah.
I think
Trunk.
I think that person doesn't. Well, I have, of course, but not red. And but I think the person who works there, they don't wear. They don't wear like bathing swimsuits. They are more official. They are not like Tarzan or something like.
Michael, we're joking.
Yeah, I know.
You need to get yourself a pair of red swimming trunks. Otherwise, forget it. You're not going to be a beach manager.
Red. Okay, I'll buy one.
Okay, and how does Veronica feel about when family members get hired for positions?
Disappointed.
Disappointed? Why? Because she wasn't related to them, right?
It's not fair.
She doesn't think it's fair. She thinks it's only fair if they're actually qualified for the job. And how many words does Ellie type per minute?
5. 5 right, 5
That's exactly what I wrote down, Amp. Amazing memory. All right, well, that is it. That's the end of my day. So thank you guys so much for attending my classes. I had lots of fun, and I hope you learned at least something new. Any questions or comments? Am I starving? How did you know?